You're not going to believe this story no matter how I tell it to you. So I'll tell it to you as quickly as I can. 11, 12 days ago, my life partner of 6, 7 years suddenly left me on a whim, saying this just isn't working. After I asked her about some lies that I discovered and calmly said, I won't be mad, but tell me. And after her hiding these lies for over a year, she admitted that she was lying. And in that proof of admission and my suspicion comes forth to realize she's been having an affair with her professor, emotionally, physically, and all ways possible, has left me because he offers her, with his sphere of influence, the money, position, and power that she wants. So after 6, 7 years of being your supporter, your lover, your partner, your best friend, you leave me in a domestic argument that I was still calm about. You left me and turned your back and have never looked back and refused now to speak to me. I asked you through therapy, saying my therapist thinks we should talk and have resolution and closure and help each other both heal, and you refused to have that. In fact, I'm jumping points here. After my partner has left me for 6, 7 years, left 12 days ago, I begged to get her back. I pleaded. I gave 3 hours of conversation, 4 or 5 hours of conversation of like reasons why we're so good together, and she had one answer: no, this isn't working. I love you, but no, this isn't working. No, this isn't working. So she stonewalled me and had only one thing to say: no, this isn't working. I love you, but. And I had 5 hours of things to say as to why we're so beautiful together, and all the things we had and are, and the visions and dreams of the past and future as to why we're so good. And so after me being horrifically scarred and traumatized by this, for 2 days I was a wreck, and then I bought a dog online, a puppy. And this puppy came into my life, and for a moment I felt so like relieved. I had love, and I had other thoughts in my brain that were tormenting me. And I had this dog in my life for 2.5 days. On the 3rd day, this puppy fell violently ill and needed immediate care. I rushed my puppy to the vet, where my dog had been now for the last 5, 6 days. During this time, I'm still in torment now because I'm no longer holding my dog. This isn't the one, by the way. I'm now holding thoughts of resentment and pain and loss with my partner, and now in this game of torment and turmoil and resentment. And what have I done? And how can I get her back? And no, she cheated on me. No, I shouldn't. How could you do that? No, she didn't. I'm wrong. She admitted she did, but she didn't. All this crazy torment. And so then in that, my dog contracted a very rare disease that 0.2% of dogs get. It's a very small number of dogs get this disease, and she contracted this disease, and then died from it late last night. My dog died from this disease late last night, and I went and saw her, and she was yellowed in the face and eyes. Her eyes looked like black, wrinkly olives, and her tongue was hanging out like a piece of pale bacon, and blood from her nose. And I'd seen her the day before, and she was not well, terribly unwell. And then I saw her now. She just died, and I'm unable to cry right now. I'm unable to cry. I've been kind of catatonic and a little bit like robotic because I've been crying so much that I'm unable now to even show emotion. But these are true things, and they've affected my heart and my life immensely and eternally. And this little sweet dog, she didn't deserve to die, and we were planning a life together. We were planning, just like I planned a life with my partner, for forever, till death do you part, in sickness and in health, in high times and in low times. I'll be by your side. The Bob Marley song goes. And I did not know that you were leaving me months and months and months ago and having this affair. And when questioned on it, you lied and 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 lied. And then finally I said, oh, Matt, please tell me. And she's like, this isn't working. You have nothing to worry. I've been in an affair with him. You have nothing to worry about. So you never answered the question. And then finally you admitted that you were lying. And that lie meant 1,000 more lies. And then I said, please come back. We'll talk about this. Don't leave the house in domestic disturbance. Do not leave the house in a domestic disturbance. My sister died in 2011 because she was a victim of domestic disturbance. A week earlier, 2 people are having a domestic disturbance, drinking and fighting at home. You did this, you did that, you did this. The man, drinking and arguing, leaves the house, gets in his car, drives, hits a bridge, goes over, dies in the water. A week later, that body is in a submerged vehicle and someone sees the car and thinks, oh my God, this is the body we're looking for. My sister, the RCMP, gets called in and says, this water is too swift. We are the RCMP dive team. We cannot go into this water. It is too dangerous. Oh, but volunteer search and rescue, they can go in. Not the big tough RCMP dive team. Send in the search and rescue volunteer, who happens to be my sister, 120-pound, 5'2", woman who's strong and capable. But come on now, if it's closed, it's closed. Send in a volunteer. The volunteer goes in trying to find the body that submerges in the vehicle to bring closure to the family that's crying on the beach as they're filming a TV show about my sister, about her heroics. And as they're filming all this fucking crazy navigation of the swift water, roping system, there are two ropes tied together, make it weak, failure on someone's part, failure on RCMP's part, failure on someone else bringing a metal cable into the situation, failure on the volunteer coordinator to say we can do this, failure on at least 12 people's part, and then my sister gets snagged, the rope breaks, and then she gets snagged, and she gets held underwater, and everybody watches her fucking drown. I watched the video of her drowning numerous times and slowed it down. I know, I have a copy of it. Point is, my sister is a stat from people who die from domestic disturbance. The goal I've known since 2011 is, if there's an argument, do not leave the house mad. Do not drive in an emotional state. Do not leave in a state of irate hate. Come back, create some positivity, understand the goal. The goal is, this is the problem. The real goal is, I love you, you love me. We're a team, we're a partnership. So the issues can be worked out later when we're calm or move back and have a way to talk, discuss it in a better manner. But it is not the goal, I must run away. Running away is so fucking childish. So do not act like that. I'm acting emotional and dramatic right now, but when I've been in my relationship and there's things been ruffled in the past a year and a half, I spoke like this. Oh, no, please don't be dramatic. No, we don't need to be like that. It's okay. Let's just resolve this in a calm way. What I want, my goal for us is to know I love you. No matter what the issue right now, mostly it's our goal is to know what we want, and I want to be with you, and I want to make us feel good and safe. So if we have an argument, let's just talk nicely and not raise our voice. And if we get passionate, recognize we're raising our voice and say, sorry, I raised my voice, I'm back now to play, and then take a break away. I went to the next room and said, please come back and please don't leave. And she's like, I'm leaving, this is never gonna work, I lied, and now it's your fault because 5 years ago you did these things to me. So, whoa, you're blaming me from 5 years ago, but you're not taking responsibility for what you did in the past year and a half. Also, you treated me transactionally in the past many, many months. And you lied about your relationship with another man? Okay, and now you're suddenly leaving? And I beg you not to go in domestic dispute. And then I said, I'm going to come in the room. The place is yours. We'll just chill out. When I looked, the car was gone. She took off. I called, please come back. Didn't come back. Stonewalled me. No. I cannot see you. Because why? Because I got closer to her lies, and she does not want to be revealing more of her lies, because revealing more of her lies will show that she was in a relationship with a professor where both his career and her career should be over. It's illegal, it's wrong, and you can't use your sphere of influence to impress upon your students and then have a relationship with them or ruin other people's lives. The professor cheated on his own wife. A married professor has sex and a relationship with a student. That student loses her 7-year relationship to go because he's got money and prestige and power and the career you want. So you leveled up because you got sold out on ego and money and forgot who your real honey was, who's always there for you, always, to the end of time. Instead, you went for someone who cheated on his wife for you? Because you just saw a way to make quick money on what you want in your career? I see. Everyone sells out. So, when I begged you to come back, you didn't. And the next day I was catatonic and called again and tried to figure this out. And I talked for 2-3 hours now. This is a part of me we're debating. And all you could say is, stonewall me. It's not working. I love you, but it's not working. And you had nothing to say. For 3 hours I had arguments about our beautiful life. You had nothing to say but that. So then that phone call devastated me. And then for fucking few days, I'm devastated. I got this fucking dog. I'm so happy with the fucking dog. I'm able to put my love into the fucking dog. And then 2.5 later, the dog is fucking sick. And now the dog's been sick for a whole week. And the dog has now got this communicable, dangerous disease that is liver and kidney failure. And the dog fucking dies from that. Now I have that disease from the dog. Of course, this is Canada. Welcome to Canada's MAID healthcare. Murder assisted in death. They call it medically assisted in death. What a bunch of nonsense. I can get a phone call for that and have it happen tomorrow. but I can't get a phone call for I need help to save me. Oh, that's in 4 weeks. We can maybe get a meeting in 4 weeks. It says my symptoms will be so bad, I'll have meningitis and other fucking things, liver failure, kidney failure. So I can't wait 4 weeks. I need help today. I need medication today. Well, we can get it in like 4 weeks. That's crazy. But can I call MAID program, medically assisted death, however you want to phrase it? It's still the same fucking thing. Yeah, you could be in an appointment tomorrow, and we'll gladly help you out. So the healthcare in Canada is an often joke, and we have a sick prime minister and business plan of Canadian health. It's a joke. You can't get any help here. So now I'm in a race to try and find medical attention, and in a space that has lost my best friend and the love of my life, and feel deceived and deceited, and still want to believe that didn't happen. She couldn't do that to me. She did. She cheated on you, was lied to you, and you treated you really badly for so long. Like, increasingly so, was less so available and not around, and used you only for a few hours and left, and didn't want to listen to you, and made you use like stupid terms like gaslighting and all kinds of like childlike things to tell you, I'll never talk again. I'm like, I never told you to shut up. I never said once shut up. I want you to talk. I never said be quiet. I never said shut up. I never told you to not share. Please share. Oh, what are we even talking about? We've been talking for like an hour, and I've been talking like this, and you've been kind of being dramatic and yelling and swearing, and I've not sworn or raised my voice or gotten mad in over a year and a half. So we can recognize that I'm still not mad and haven't gotten mad and haven't been emotionally charged in anything. I've been using very maturity in this, reading Buddhism and staying calm and recognizing that we only have now. So now we're okay. Like, now we're here together, and we should work on this together. And I don't know what you're talking about. What language are you speaking? I'm speaking English. You know I'm speaking English, and why would you be dramatic like that? That's just insulting and childlike, and as if I'm not smart enough to like speak to you, and as if like you're smarter than me that we can't understand what I'm saying. It's like, why would you do any of that stuff? And that's been a pattern of behavior, plus all the other things I noticed that were subtle and small. You even stayed at my house in 2 months. You even slept over in 2 months. You used to stay here all the time. So yeah, when I go to bed at night, I cry for 6 hours in bed, and I'm alone, and I miss my darling, my love, my partner. And then in the daytime, I wonder where my dog is, who I named Darlene as well. After my ex, I named my dog Darlene because I love my darling and I love my dog, and I thought Darlene would be a good way to transfer my love. So at nighttime, I have neither my love, partner, Darlene, or my dog dead, Darlene. Both of them have departed from my life, all too soon and all too sudden and all too savagely. And now I'm trying to process this problem of what to do with my life, because I have a communicable disease that you can't get, don't worry. And it's liver kidney problem that I need medication for, which I hope to get attention for next week. I also got hit by a car on my bike. Those are the long and short straws in a real quick 12 and a 13-minute speech. I'm unable to really cry right now like I have been. There's been so much of it. I'm emotionally tapped out kind of right now. I'm just like protective mechanism that I'm not able to really feel too passionate about this. Yes, I'm rushing and I'm kind of passionate about it, but like I'm not like a wreck. I am a wreck, but I was like I'm not able to like have more pouring of emotion right now because there's been so much of it. And I'm sure that'll come in waves and 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 waves, and I will miss my partner so much. I will miss her more than I miss the dog, because I only had the dog in my life for 8 days, 2.5, 3 in my life, and 5 or 6 in the vet, depending on how you cut the timeline. And so I'd say 8 days, and it's been 8K. So 8 days, $8,000. So the dog also bankrupted me, like 8,000 times over. So, yeah, my former partner won't even respond to like a message that says, my therapist thinks we need to have some closure. And my therapist, who I went to for the first time also, was a quack and was late, and then was listening and then interrupting by this storyline I'm just told you, and saying like, oh, how did that make you feel? Like forlorn, sad, disillusioned, angry, upset. I'm like, are those not all things I should be feeling? I should feel all those things, right? Why are we pausing this storyline and to waste time to talk about an isolated emotion? How wasteful and dumb, and how are you not cluing into what's happening? That's clear, that's written in the story. And then, okay, that's fine. And then well, what would you like from me? I'd like you to help me figure out how I could communicate with my ex through a text message to try and come together for a coffee to talk amicably, to figure out what I did wrong so I could learn from my healing and I can listen to her problems and understand her healing. And then we can break the cycle and both become better people individually, dependently, and together and apart. However it is, I understand she's probably already having this affair with this person, so I can't really accept her back, and she wouldn't want to come back at that point. So, but it would be helpful for us both to like understand the wrongs and rights of how we can navigate forward and make ourselves both better. And she refused to have that. And then this counselor then said, "Well, how would that make you feel if she responds like this or like that?" I'm like, now we're talking about hypothetical, how I'll feel in the future, how I might feel in the future about a hypothetical. Also a waste of time. So you're missing the boat on what we're talking about. She's like, well, I guess it depends on her truth. And I said, excuse me, her truth? Her truth? No, I'm sorry. There is the truth, and then there is the lies, the reality, and then the illusion. And there's nothing else. I have my point of view, what happened to me and how I feel about that, but does not change the truth. The truth is, you had an affair, you lied to me for months and months and months and months and months, and you were leaving me, I didn't know, and you had left long ago. And suddenly it was one little tiny thing that says, over what time should we have dinner at? What time should we go to bed at? And that became the big camel that broke the back, and you had to fucking leave over picking a reputable bedtime. And you want to eat dinner at 4 or 5 o'clock, and I think that's maybe a little bit early, but okay, we'll try and adapt to maybe 6, and then you want to be in bed by 8:30, and it's 9 o'clock, it's the lights out, oh my God, gonna explode. I'm like, what about 10? Whatever the negotiation was, you never hear anyways. So point was, my therapist for an hour who was late and then said these nonsense things and showed all this woke Marxism. I was like, that's woke Marxism baloney, I ain't going for that. And then told me about her truth. Well, it depends on your ex-partner's her truth. No, there's the truth, and you can't handle the truth. There is the truth, and there is the lies that she fed me, and I was led on by and allowed to happen because I love and trust this person. And then the breach of that trust deceived by lies. That is the truth, not her truth, my truth. And if we're going with her truth, then my truth is I'm a beautiful black woman, and this massive swinging dick is a beautiful vagina. Except that, counselor. And I asked her that. Is that really what I am? Am I a beautiful black woman? Does this dick look like a vagina to you? Because that's my truth. If that's where we're going with this, you're not a therapist. You're a woke Marxist, and I got nothing to talk to you about. You're in a cult, and you're confused, and you need mental help, not me. I've been doing this for 20 years. Well, good for you. You've been indoctrinated for 20 years. And then she goes on a little bit further. I get up and I think, you know what? I'm not going to leave. I'll just give her the session. I'm sorry. You're right. Let's try and resolve this. What can we do about it? She's like, well, sweetie. Excuse me, sweetie? Did you just call me sweetie? I'm not your sweetie. I am your customer. I'm your patient. I'm the person that we're working with to try and find resolution. My name is Mark. My name is not sweetie. You don't call me sweetie. And she's like, I'm sorry, I crossed the boundary. You're damn right you crossed the boundary. How unprofessional are you? How unprofessional are you? You dare call me sweetie? What the hell do you think that is, patronizing me with some kiddie name? First of all, I'm probably older than you. Second of all, please, sweetie. I got up and said, this session is over. You're not qualified to be a therapist. And this place is a ruse. How dare you? How unprofessional. I walked to the front saying how unprofessional. That woman cowered to the back. I stayed at the front with my money saying, am I paying my $165 right now? Or what's happening? They're like, no, we're sorry, you can go. You're damn right you're sorry I can go. How unprofessional. Do not go to... Should I even give the name? I guess it would be, if I give the name of the therapist place, that'd be low of me, right? So I can't tell you the name unless you really need to know. I got a tattoo. Out of nowhere. Saw that they had a sale on for $20 off. Drove right in. Boom. Boom. Is that how much? Okay, $100. What do you want? This, I think? Done. Didn't even think for more than... I didn't think at all. I just got it done. And it's a reminder to myself of something, a mantra I have for myself to remind us that, we only live in the present. So you can't eat tomorrow's bread. You can't have tomorrow's worry today. You can only eat today's food. You can't eat food for the next 3 weeks today. You can't eat Thanksgiving dinner next fucking Thanksgiving today. You can't have tomorrow's bread today. Only have today's bread. And today's bread is today's food, clothing, home, worries, things to do. So when I'm biking 10 miles uphill to Kung Fu class to do Kung Fu for 3 hours and then got a bike home, 5-hour workout. I get stressed out. It's like, whoa, bro, just one cycle at a time. Only now, stay present. Don't think about the 5-hour workout. Think about the 5 seconds in front of your face, the 5 inches, the 5 feet, the next 5 breaths, just one at a time. You can't take 5 hours and on at once. You can only do it breath by breath as we move through this. So don't get too into the forest, forget about the trees. And, remember there's a breeze, so breathe it. And here we are at 20 minutes into this discussion, and been ranting and raving. This is not ranting and raving. This is a passionate discussion trying to tell you about what's been happening in my life, because I don't have many people to talk to, and that therapist sucked, and my life partner has abandoned me, and my dog has died, and I'm now sick of this disease, and I'm in the hole like 8K, and I'm waiting for medical attention. And I had said I don't have any friends, but then last night somebody from my past I called up and asked for his presence, and he showed up. And I spent the first 2 hours smiling, asking about him. I just came back from putting my dog down. I just came back from not putting her down, she died. I came back from making choices on her cremation and stuff, and spending a huge bill. Come home, I come in the door like, hey, how are you, man? Good to see you. And I spent the first 2 hours asking about him. I raised that point because for the past 10, 11 days, my family, 3 sisters, a brother, my parents, and my friends in Florida all needed correcting because they kept asking, how's the dog? How's the dog? How's the dog? How's the dog? Ruff, 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 ruff. And I was like, don't you mean how am I? How am I? How am I doing? My brother called yesterday. How's the dog? Hey, Tom, how's your vacation? Oh, good. Halifax, is it a good time? Good. How are you? Good. How's the dog? Don't you mean how am I? No, I meant how's the dog? Are you sure? Because I'm asking if you could ask how I am. Well, I know how you are, so how's the dog? Don't you fucking get it? I'm a human being too, God damn it! And you got to get mad! I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired! You should have asked how I am. We know if you had paid attention to the family thread, you would know the dog is fucking dead or dying. Dying or very close to dead. You would know that. But you didn't ask that. You asked, oh, just like my sister, what a cute puppy. When we had a puppy, they'd always get into things. Like, that's not paying attention to the family thread. Or sending you healing vibes. That's not even close to where I'm at. How about asking, how are you? And then, what's going on? And how are you today? Or how have you been, I guess is what time. Usually it's how are you today? And how are things been? How have you been going? What's been happening? And then, this dog, how's your dog? Like, it's all part of it. The dog matters, but so do I. And they forgot that. They needed correcting on that. I had a friend come by last night. I use that term flippantly, friend. But I'm grateful for the time this person gave me, which was I gave him 2 hours to hear how he's doing, smiles and good times. And someone said, hey, bartender said, hey, Mark, how's it going? I'm like, terrible. How are you? And then he's like, my friend's like, what the hell? Like, he didn't know. He's not seen me in many months. He hasn't seen me in 6 months. And he's just like, no clue what's going on. And so I told my friend, this guy, that in person he listened to me for 3 hours and he let me tell all the details. And that really I found helpful. And so here we are. And I sent my partner a message yesterday, and I wanted to read it to you. I said, oh no, I don't think I have it in front of me. Oh fuck, I hope I do. Oh, please tell me I do. Okay, yeah, I sent this to her. So I was trying to get time to meet with her, to have some resolution, to understand what went wrong and fix ourselves together and apart. I said, apology for messaging you, but my therapist suggested I encourage us to talk in person, to respectively share and care, to understand some things. They suggest I speak with you before I leave town to visit my family, to not carry it around with me and help us both heal. Would you be willing to meet up for an understanding talk to help me learn my mistakes and how I can heal myself, and in that process allow you to feel heard, appreciated, respected, supported, and on the path towards your supreme destiny of health, wellness, love, and happiness. Please, I do believe after 6-7 years, we owe each other at least that. Her response came back the next day with this message that I have refused to open, because when you get a message that's positive, it begins positive. It's like, you have been accepted. Congratulations. Yes, I would like that. Sounds great. That's a positive message. A negative message is long-winded filler of afraid of them sidestepping the truth, which she's been doing for a while. It begins with this line. This is why I'm doing the video, by the way. She wrote back, "Sorry for the late reply. Day got really busy and wanted to take care in ... Wanted to take care in responding sensitively about this because I can't come to meet you because I've been lying to you." Like, that does not look, I'm filling in the ... Want to take care in composing this message, which I think it's really good that you're getting therapy and self-help, but I can't see you at this time. I can't help you at this time. I am selfish at this time. I am all about me again at this time. The last 4 or 5 years, our relationship has been run by my school, my schedule, and all about me, and you have been difficult for me, and I can't give you any more of my time because I wanted to take care in trying to hide my lies from you. I wanted to take care in loving this other man than you. I wanted to take care in sticking my professor's eggplant emoji in my mouth and not have you know about it. I wanted to take care in breaking your heart. I wanted to take care in being selfish narcissist. I wanted to take care in not doing my inner emotional work to come to terms with we need to have a conversation that is adult-like and respectable with emotions in check to say, where did we each go wrong so we can not carry these forward? So no, I did not open her message, and I've ran through 1,000 of these things. I wanted to take care in breaking your heart. I wanted to take care in wrecking our relationship. I wanted to take care in making sure you never found out about this affair. And if we come face to face, you're going to ask me questions that will expose me more and threaten his professor's career and my own. And if you find any more information about us, then we will be in fucking trouble. So I have to distance you from me because you're too smart and your detective skills are too good and your intuition is too strong. So I wanted to take care in composing this text message in a long-winded way to tell you, please leave me the fuck alone so I can go off and bone my professor and sell books and have a career just like him, being an egomaniac online. That sounds about right. I think so. So I guess now we'll read the message and see what it says. It begins, "Sorry for late reply. Day got really busy and wanted to take care in